The Brazilian Supreme Court imposed a nationwide ban on Elon Musk's microblogging site X, effective from August 31st, after a month-long legal battle between the tech billionaire and Judge Alexandre de Moraes. In a setback to Musk's attempts to tarnish the judge's reputation, his decision was upheld by a panel of 5 Supreme Court judges on September 2nd. The dispute revolves around concerns about misinformation, freedom of speech, censorship amidst far-right politics, and is a part of the larger theme of the influence of social media on domestic and international politics. So, what exactly happened? Judge Moraes, who's been given the charge to deal with misinformation in Brazilian social media, directed X to suspend accounts belonging to supporters of Brazil's former president Jair Bolsonaro in connection with investigation about an alleged coup that he was planning to prevent current president Lula da Silva from assuming office in 2023. The former president had also tried to discredit the country's voting system after he lost. In April, Judge Moraes initiated an investigation on Musk regarding reactivation of some banned accounts. It was argued that these accounts were spreading right-wing extremist propaganda, misinformation, and threats against Supreme Court justices. Elon Musk also failed to follow a Supreme Court deadline to appoint a local legal representative in Brazil. Moraes declared that the site will remain banned until Musk decides to follow the court orders and pay the fine imposed. Not only this, telecom regulators and internet service providers in Brazil have a 5-day deadline to block access to X. App stores have also been directed to remove VPN access. Starlink, Musk's satellite internet provider's accounts have also been frozen in connection with the fines imposed, which amount to around $3.3 million at present. In an official statement submitted to the Supreme Court, X declared that it has blocked 226 users since 2019 on Brazil's orders. These include lawmakers affiliated with Bolsonaro's right-wing party, including ex-congressman Daniel Silveira, who was sentenced to 9 years in prison in 2022 on charges of leading a movement to overthrow the Supreme Court, as well as activists accused of undermining Brazilian democracy. Musk's refusal to block more accounts was interpreted by Moraes as implicit support to extremism, hate speech, and anti-democratic discourse on X. It is important to note here that Musk is known to have close connections with Bolsonaro, which in turn further the billionaire's business interests. Musk's strategy to maintain a good rapport with right-wing leaders across the world, including Argentina's leader Javier Milei and India's Narendra Modi, among others, is widely known. His support to Republican Donald Trump for re-election as the US president in November this year is also part of the larger business strategy. Moreover, as opposed to his stance of a champion of freedom of speech, his refusal to comply with court orders was a direct challenge to Brazil's sovereignty. In his decision banning X, Justice Moraes noted,
Elon Musk showed his total disrespect for Brazilian sovereignty, and in particular for the judiciary, setting himself up as a true supranational entity and immune to the laws of each country.
The Brazilian president added,
Todo e qualquer cidadão de qualquer parte do mundo que tem investimento no Brasil está subordinado à Constituição brasileira e às leis brasileiras. Portanto, se a Suprema Corte tomou uma decisão para o cidadão cumprir determinadas coisas, ou ele o cumpre, ou vai ter que tomar outra atitude. Porque não é porque o cara tem muito dinheiro que o cara pode desrespeitar. Esse cidadão é um cidadão americano, ele não é um cidadão do mundo. Ele não pode ficar ofendendo os presidentes, ofendendo os deputados, ofendendo o Senado, ofendendo a Câmara, ofendendo a Suprema Corte. Ele pensa que é o quê? Ele tem que respeitar a decisão da Suprema Corte brasileira. Se quiser, bem, se não quiser, paciência. Se não for assim, esse país nunca será soberano. Esse país não é um país que tem uma sociedade complexo de vira-lata, que porque o cara americano gritou, a gente fica com medo. Não. Esse cara tem que aceitar as regras desse país. E se esse país tomar uma decisão através da Suprema Corte, ele tem que acatar. Se vale para mim, vale para ele.
Let us also look at other instances of sanctions on X, as well as the regulation of social media in Brazil. X, formerly Twitter, has been banned in several countries, mostly authoritarian regimes like Russia, China, Iran, Myanmar, North Korea, Venezuela, and Turkmenistan. Countries like Pakistan, Turkey, Uzbekistan, and Egypt have imposed temporary suspensions on X in the past. Temporary regional internet bans to quell unrest and prevent violence in countries including India also mean that the microblogging site faces sanctions from time to time. Brazil's track record in shutting down social media is striking. Meta's WhatsApp has been shut down in 2015 and 2016 over non-compliance with police requests for user data. Moraes had also threatened to block Telegram if it refused to provide required information and block select profiles, as well as appoint a legal representative. In the end, Telegram acquiesced and remained online. Now let's move on to what all has happened since the ban. Musk has reacted to the controversy by attacking Moraes profusely. He has called him a dictator, a tyrant, and a fake judge. Brazil, however, has come down hard on X. Not only did the 5-judge Supreme Court panel uphold the decision, freezing of Starlink's assets sends out a strong message. In a related development, Blue Sky, a social media platform launched by Twitter founder Jack Dorsey, has been reaping the benefits of the ban on X. It has become widely popular with Brazilian public in the last few days. After the ban on X, its approximately 22 million users in the country, mostly the Brazilian youth, has expressed a feeling of being disconnected from the world, since social sites like X are the biggest source of news and updates for the youth across the world today.
O povo da nossa idade, pelo menos, não tem muito costume de assistir telejornal, de assistir notícias, então o Twitter meio que era uma forma, pelo menos eu, tinha de ter notícias do mundo inteiro. Então, tipo, eu meio que perdi um pouco o contato com o mundo afora, não sei o quê, tudo mais, também de me distrair, também eu via bastante entretenimento, então, tipo...
Eu sou muito mais livre, assim, para os discursos, né? Tanto que, assim, tinham muitos discursos preconceituosos, tudo, que eu acho que realmente foi um lado positivo que acabou o Twitter. Só que também tinham muitos movimentos que são bons, movimentos bons, ou até mesmo campanhas, ONGs, tudo, que perderam seu espaço.
The controversy highlights the tussle between freedom of speech and authoritarianism on one hand, and maintenance of internal security and misinformation on the other. It also raises pertinent questions about the persistence of state sovereignty in an increasingly transnational world. For now, despite initial pushback, Starlink has agreed to block access to X in Brazil. However, whether this is the end of the story or not remains to be seen. Bureau Report, India Today Global.